So these are just regular, right out of the can?
Right out of the can,
okay.
chopped clams. And I used the juice that they were in as the clam juice and subsidized it a little bit with some bottled clam juice. Too.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is this heavy cream?
It's heavy cream.
Woo!
I know, not a low-cal dish.
So how long does this simmer?
That simmers between 5 and 8 minutes or so.
Right.
So it's been simmering for a couple of minutes now. We'll give it a final stir here. And let's move it off to a burner back here to continue. Then let's bring out this soup back over. And we're going to switch over now to our wooden spoon again so we don't break up the potatoes.
Oh, okay.
And you can continue to stir this a bit.
Thank you.
That's simmering.
Right.
Simmering. The potatoes are still a little bit undercooked.
Yeah.
What we'll do now is we'll add our clam and cream mixture to this.
Okay.
And you can stir that in.
Wow. This looks like a pot of heaven right here, I must say.
Now we'll bring that to a simmer, and then we'll eat.
Great, okay. Okay, so Chef, so this has been cooking for about half an hour.
The potatoes are pretty much cooked. Let's add a little Worcestershire.
All right.
Some Tabasco. And some of our sherry.
So does it need to cook for much longer after you've added this?
Nope.
Beautiful.
Let's make sure we just bring it back to a simmer. So we'll bump up the heat just a little bit. We want to make sure that it comes to a boil. It's nice and hot. And I think we're at that point.
All right.
So I usually just put the ladle deep in the bowl so it doesn't splash up on the sides.
That's the trick. I smell the sherry. Oh, the sherry smells so good.
And what I like to do is garnish with a little bit of fresh cut chives.
Oh, how pretty.
Oops.
And then it's traditional to serve it with oyster crackers, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I like oyster crackers.
Yeah.
The thing with oyster crackers, it's now going to give it a little more of a contrast of texture. A little bit of crunch.
Now, is it bad to, that's what I always do, I always just throw them in and they kind of sop up the delicious cream?
They do. It's not bad, but because this is a fairly thick soup, you notice that they're sitting on top.
Yeah.
If it was brothy, they would just suck them right up and kind of get all soggy. Are you ready to eat?
I am.
You go first.
Okay. Thank you. Ladies first.
It's good?
Oh my gosh. That is so good. Well, Chef, thank you so much for showing me how to make the New England clam chowder. It's really fantastic, and it's such a nice thing to have on a cold, rainy day. So.
I agree.
Thank you, Chef.
Oh, you're very welcome. My pleasure.